Hey everyone, I'm Madison Walker. It's mid-year 2025 and I'm going to do my in the bag. I obviously throw all MVP discs, so I'm going to start with the slow speed stuff and just move on from there. I'm putting with Proxies. These are the best MVP putters in my mind. It's hard to find matching pairs these days because they randomize the flight plates and the rims, but I managed to go to the factory and find some, and I think these are really cool looking, and I just love putting with my Electron firm Proxies. I also throw Electron Proxies. It's a nice flippy putter. I could probably bag a flippier putter than this, but it holds up nice in the wind, flies dead straight out of the box, and that's what I like. I don't like them to beat in very much. For all my approach shots, I throw Eclipse Envies. This one obviously has a really lovely banana slug die on it. I like it because it lays down next to the basket. It holds up in a headwind even. I like them for forehand approaches, backhand approaches, and you can rip on it and not have to worry about it flipping. I just started bagging the Eclipse Range at the end of last year. I have this special Madison Walker stamped one with my Neutron Rhythm crab on it. I got this from Brian Earhart during our Jomez Catch episode last year. It is one of my valued possessions, and it flies so good. It's nice for when you need a disc to just lay down. It also has some good glide if you're downhill, which sometimes I struggle with the Envy. So yeah, loving the Eclipse Range. This is a Madison Walker stamp Prism Neutron Pyro that I throw on almost every approach shot. Holds up really nicely in the wind. You can throw it backhand, you can throw it forehand, get some flare skips if you want it. It's an all-around utility disc. I'll even throw it on rollers sometimes. So, next up is my Trout Belly Neutron Uplink. This is kind of a get out of trouble disc, not one that you really throw super hard. It's really flippy, not enough where you have to worry about it rolling, but this is a great utility disc in the woods if you have a place where you can't swing your arm or you can't necessarily snap your wrist as much as you want to. This thing has so much glide. My nice flippy mid. This is a Workhorse in the bag. It's one of the first discs I fell in love with at MVP. It's my Neutron Hex. I can't live without this disc. I've had this one in the bag for a while, have a couple aces on it, and just lost this one actually last week at Champions Cup and got it back. So happy to have it back in the bag. I throw it forehand, I throw it backhand. It beats in lovely, and it feels great in the hand. Potentially my favorite disc in the bag is my Marie Curie reactor. If you have one of these sitting at your house being unthrown, call me. Because I throw these things all the time. It's a nice overstable mid that you can hit really hard and not have to worry about it turning. Holds up in the wind. You can throw it forehand as well. I actually throw this on forehand rollers all the time as well. But of course I love the Marie Curie stamp. It's one of my favorite stamps in the lineups. Love the Scientist run. Next up, we're moving into the fairways. I throw this Eclipse Drift that was in the 2024 OTB lineup. It's a nice complement to my Neutron Rhythms that I throw. This one's a little bit more overstable, a little bit slower, more reliable in the wind, and I like it because I can really hammer on it. I throw it mostly backhand. You can throw it forehand as well, but it's a little bit heavier than most of the discs that I bag, so I like it for a utility disc in the wind that I know is going to lay down and not get a huge flare skip. Next up are my two Neutron Rhythms. They're both from my first run, a little bit more overstable than a lot of rhythms you're going to find. This is a lightweight one. This is a heavier weight one. This one's nice for turnovers. This one goes dead straight on a hyzer flip. You can throw them forehand and backhand. I have a Jory stamp here that I think is one of my favorite things that I own in the bag right now, but love these Neutron Crab Rhythms. I have a ton of backups and always rotating these in. Next up is my Neutron Tesla. This is the PDGA released Tesla, the first run ones. They're easy to track down because they're mostly in 150 class and a lot of my discs are lighter weight. This is kind of my utility forehand disc. I can rip it on Annie and it'll crash back. It gets some good flare skips as well. Love the Tesla. This one though, because it's 150 class, is getting a little beat in. And so I just added a new OTB Tesla to the bag. I have a couple of these Cosmic Neutron ones that are really nice and overstable. Still lightweight though for my noodle arm, but flies a lot more overstable like what I want instead of these super lightweight first run Teslas. Okay, moving along, we have the soft Prism Proton Vanish. This was a 2024 OTB open release. Love the squid stamp. It's one of my favorite stamps in a long time. The Vanishes are normally a flippier disc, but this run was a little bit more overstable. It's a lighter weight disc in the early 160s, but still holds up more like a photon, like a beat photon. So love this run. If you can find these at your local shops, they fly good. My main discs on the Pro Tour, we have to throw so many distance drives, and this is what I rely on. Love the fission photons. If you talk to any gyro thrower, they know about fission photons. I have these old first run ones that I bag that fly really great and have really nice grippiness, but the newest run of the fission photons fly very similarly, which is nice. They're a little bit more slippery, but once they beat in, they do have some nice grippiness, hold up in the wind, forehand, backhand. It's everything you could ever want in a distance driver. And last but not least, I don't throw this as much as I used to. Fission Wave, everyone knows about Fission Waves. They're a little bit too wide rimmed for my hands, but they fly so nice that I'll just deal with it. Nice flippy disc that you can throw in a tailwind, and they just go so far. So I keep this one in the bag for those nice tailwind shots where you're trying to get a lot of distance. So I'm using the pound bag, and I love that it has a million pockets and all kinds of places to hang keychains. Obviously, I have a million of them, and I could talk about that forever. But the main event here on my disc golf bag is my Bougie Mini. This is my dog, 15 years old. He's an old guy. Love this thing. It's the first Mini I've had in a long time that I haven't lost in I think 8 years. So really kept track of it. I have some backup minis as well. Really nice artwork. Who Let the Dogs Out with a mustard and a hot dog. Can't beat it. Other MVP in the bag that's so important is this really delicious looking Ziploc bag. What it actually holds is these tack cloths. They're $1.99 at any auto parts store, and it is the only reason I can throw a disc at all. I use a lot of tape on my fingers with some finger injuries that can be a little slippery, and this lets me still get good grip on my discs while also having to use the tape. It's nice too because it wipes off really easily, so it doesn't leave sticky stuff all over your fingers or your discs. Highly recommend. There's a tack cloth that's like 15 bucks. The $1.99 one's the way to go. Oh, a Cookie Mini, some exercise bands, gotta stay warm. Fruit by the Foot's pretty classic. A flounder pin, a scrunchie, you'll always find that. Cell phone, gotta keep score. And yeah, all your regular stuff on the bag. So a Cynthia Ricciardi patch, a Calvin Heimberg patch, and some fish eyes. So what you would find on any disc golf bag. And of course a water bottle at all times. So yeah, I think that about wraps up the bag. Always finding new little things, little rocks to put in the pockets, and trying to keep this thing nice and light. But thanks for having me. My bag changes a lot. I change a lot depending on what course you're playing, in the woods, in the wide open. So I am always switching discs out. So yeah, here's a little temporary glimpse for what I did this year at Champions Cup.